There's a new face on the wall of fame at Sapulpa Junior High School. It's that of Staff Sergeant Kirk Owen of the Oklahoma Guard's 45th Infantry. He was a graduate of Sapulpa High School and was killed August 2nd in Afghanistan. The school's wall of fame is meant to offer inspiration to the students who pass through its halls. As of tonight, 14 soldiers from the 45th have been killed in Afghanistan since the end of July, in this, the longest war in American history. What do we lose when we lose a soldier? We lose someone we depended on, someone we missed terribly, someone we loved. The gentle blush of autumn has finally come, as we knew it would, extinguishing that cauldron of summer just past, when it seemed the anguish came at us in almost daily doses, in stabs to our collective hearts. In small towns across Oklahoma, in the quiet of this season, changing, reminding us that time moves on, something's missing. A father's guiding hand, a brother's gentle laugh, a daughter's moxie. They told us not to worry, they'd be home soon enough. Believing that with all their hearts, in Sapulpa, Kayci and Kylie Owen were gathering a box of birthday surprises to send their father Kirk on that day in early August. That day, two men in uniform walked up the driveway of the little house on Freedom Street and changed 3 lives completely and forever.
My father-in-law just turned and saw them coming up the driveway and said, "Tiff, you have 2 soldiers coming up your driveway." And my heart sank. And I froze. And I told him I can't answer that.
I like to make him happy and make him smile.
What made him smile?
Like, sometimes when I just smile, he would.
It doesn't take much to melt a daddy's heart, and Kirk Owens never stood a chance against 12-year-old Kayci.
I would ask tons of questions, and he'd always know the answers. And
15-year-old Kylie.
I think it was smile, that big cheesy grin, and it's a good thing.
Kirk Owen didn't smile much, at least for pictures, but they like to imagine he's smiling on them, the ones who mattered most, surrounding them. This team of 4 that has suddenly become 3, left to wonder of those final moments that made it so.
He wasn't scared. He wasn't concerned.
But his daughters left to struggle with why the bomb buried by a coward in the middle of a dirt road on the other side of the world had to explode, just as the most important man in her life passed by.
I would have rather, I wouldn't want him to be dead at all, but I would have rather been somebody standing in his face than 3 miles away pushing a button.
Some questions have no answers. Some answers never satisfy.
Evil tried to win, and there was no stopping it. There was nothing we could have done, and that there was a reason for everything. And we may not know it now, but eventually there'll be peace with all of it.
You want me to make you something that you big?
Until that day, they do their best. Life has to go on. 1 foot in front of the other, they say, those who aren't going through it, but mean well just the same. And so the flag goes up out front each day. And at Sapulpa Middle and high schools, the girls find friends and smiles and a chance to be 12 and 15 again.
Andrew, we called it a shift in perspective, okay?
Terror and politics and age-old hatreds, the buzzsaw the 45th is facing, those things have no place here. Kirk loved to hear Kayci play her clarinet, so for him, she works very hard to keep first chair. He liked watching women's basketball on TV and sharing pointers with Kylie. It's why she wants to play in college, maybe for Tennessee. And for now, why the Lady Chieftains are like her other sisters. Around them, you see, she doesn't have to pretend she's not hurting. What is the world missing without Kirk in it?
So much stuff.
It's in the quiet times of the day when it comes flooding back.
Sometimes I just wonder what he's doing and wish that I could talk to him to find out.
When he's with them again.
When I talk to him, it's not like a conversation. It's just sitting in silence, just feeling that he's there helps a lot.
Surrounded by his medals and his uniforms, between the walls they filled with promise and hope and hung with pictures to prove it, before he fades further from them, before they forget the warmth of his hugs and the sweetness of his kisses and the love that encircled them all inside this little house on Freedom Street.
He's not telling me anything. He's just giving me his smile, just smiling at me, which lets me know that everything's going to be okay and that he's in heaven. And we will be together again someday.
Tiffany and the girls will be there when the 45th returns for its end of deployment ceremony, whenever that is. Until they're home safe, she says, things won't be settled for her. And it's then, she tells me, she may allow herself to turn inward and wonder why her husband couldn't be among them.